What's good, Commander fans? It's your boy Alonzo back with another video. Before I get in this video about the Browns game and keys to victory, I want to talk about the quarterback situation. If you don't know, Carson Wentz is starting this weekend, and Taylor Heinicke is benched. He might be benched for the rest of the season. He got pulled in the 49ers game, and Wentz got to play a little bit, but he had two turnovers. And I guess the coaching staff just want to switch things up. Ron already declared that Wentz is starting this Sunday. I just want to talk about the situation because there's been a lot of divide in the comment section about this whole Taylor Heinicke and Carson Wentz and what's the better move. Quite frankly, before I get into this, share my opinion, I do want to say we would not be here without Taylor Heinicke. Taylor Heinicke was 6-1-1. We got to give this man his flowers. No matter what happens, even if Wentz wins out, we're keeping Taylor Heinicke another season. He's a great backup. He's great for the fan base. He's great for the locker room. He's a great leader. Shout out to him. He's from ODU, up the street, man. Like, this guy's a stand-up guy, you know? And I understand, like, the decision why they did it, but overall, these two quarterbacks, they're not really that much different, or it's not like one guy gives us a huge gap of winning, you know? Like, they both have their flaws. For example, Taylor Heinicke, he doesn't have the best arm, you know? And also decisions. He gets bailed out. Like Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel, they saved this guy a lot. You know, and we can't keep relying on these miracle passes. Like he had some good ones in the Giants game, the Colts game, the Vikings game. Like he be having some crazy ass throws, but it's like, yo, like Terry really bailed you out with that. You know, you shouldn't be making those throws. And if it went the other way, we wouldn't be talking about this. I think he would have got benched a lot sooner. You know, one thing I saw somebody point out was that before the we were ranked fourth in red zone efficiency when Wentz started, you know, but our rushing was ranked 30th and our defense was ranked 29th. Now our red zone efficiency is ranked 30th. So it went from fourth to 30th. But our defense is ranked sixth, and our rushing game is ranked seventh. So our defense and rushing game got better, but our red zone efficiency got down. You kind of see that in the games because we do get to the red zone line, we don't convert or do anything of that matter. But the point I'm making is like when Wentz was starting, we didn't really see the team playing like how it is now outside of him. You know, the O line, they're horrible. They're still horrible. But they were worse in the beginning of the season. Wentz got sacked 9 times against the Eagles at FedEx Stadium. And I was at that game. I was at that game. And then that's when we saw the kind of the mental toughness in Wentz as well. Like he doesn't have the most mental toughness. That's why I said like I feel like Wentz is everything that Taylor is not, and vice versa. Because Taylor has that mental toughness. He does take a chance, you know, and he does give out that energy. He has heart, and people rally behind that, and so does the fan base, you know. But I think the reason why we got to go with Wentz, or why I'm supporting Wentz, is because man, we got to see what we paid for. We gave this guy over $20 million, man, and he's just gonna sit on the bench, and then what we're gonna do with him next season. You know, we got to see this thing through. And plus, this guy Wentz, he's playing for his career. You know what happened last year on the Colts against Jacksonville? He threw it. He sold his team out. And you see the narrative. That's why people are saying, like, yo, we know what Wentz is. He's not clutch or he folds. Well, now he's kind of in a similar situation where he needs to win to get his team in the playoffs. If he doesn't, it's going to be a lot of blame towards Wentz. So this guy is playing for his career. So let's say, since we're going with this guy, let's say we lose today or tomorrow, we can keep him next year. We can keep him. We know. But if he does win, then he just earned himself a spot for another season as a commander. You know? And I think that's why they're going with it. If we lose, okay, at least we know we can cut ties with Wentz. If we win, we'll keep Wentz for another season. Hopefully we can get him on a discount because I'm not trying to pay him over 20 mil a year. I think we should get an O line and see where things go. So I think that's why they put him out there. You know, again, like Wentz, he plays with hearts, but like these receivers been saving him, you know. But I will say he has a good connection with Terry McLaurin, and that's something I said that backwards. I'm like Taylor Heinicke plays with heart, but he doesn't. His receivers be saving him, but he has a good connection with Terry McLaurin. Wentz doesn't have a good connection with Terry McLaurin. You know, he has a good connection with Jahan, and the reason why he has a connection with Jahan is because Wentz's first year and John's rookie year, they were together, and I think Terry was a little late to the OVAs or something to practice, so he got a lot of reps with Jahan. And he's also close with Curtis Samuel. If you didn't notice, when he came to the 49ers game, who was that touchdown pass to the side? It was Curtis Samuel. So yes, but he just didn't have that connection with Terry. Like it's kind of weird. He needs to get that connection with Terry. But again, overall, big picture, it doesn't matter who started, at least for this game, because we're running the ball against the Browns. So it's like, who do we want handing the ball off? Like, I don't think either of these guys will give us a better winning shot. I just think us going with Wentz would give us more closure of what to do next season. And it just let us know what to do next season, honestly. And honestly, I don't think it's that bad. That bad as some fans are making it out to be. I don't think it's that much different. Yeah, Wentz is a statue. He can't really move around like that. He's probably gonna get stacked a few times, bro. You know what I'm saying? He'd be having these 7 step drops. He gotta get this thing out quick. But that's just my few cents about this whole quarterback situation. If you ask me directly, I would have gone with Taylor Heineke. I'm just saying, like, maybe to go with Wentz. That way, we know what to do with him next season. And plus, just to see, like, how is he gonna play with his team now? Because when Wentz first started, this team was not the same. Like everything else around it was not the same. The O line was pathetic. The run game was not good. Brian Robinson wasn't back. He was still recovering. The defense, William Jackson third was still on our team, so our secondary was giving up yards left and right. But now it's flipped. So let's see how Wentz does, and I think this will give us a chance to have a proper analysis of what we got with Carson Wentz. So that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Those stats are real. I mean, we went from fourth in red zone efficiency. Say what you want. We were fourth in red zone efficiency where Carson Wentz was playing, and now we're 30th. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Keys to victory, man. We're playing the Browns. Playing the Browns. This is a must-win game. I was looking at the playoff picture, and we're barely. That tie is actually kind of helping us, but we're barely up against the Packers, the Lions, the Seahawks. I feel like there's one more. There's Packers, Lions, Seahawks. I feel like there's one other team still in the mix too, trying to snag that 7th seed from us. We're in a must-win. Now Dallas, they won last night. They beat the Tennessee Titans, so they're most likely going to rest their starters when they play us. They have locked the 5th seed. So we win today, and we're going to play probably a rested Dallas defense next week. We have a serious shot of securing the 7. But for my keys to victory, we just got to run the ball. The Browns, they're pathetic, man. If you hear anybody talk about the Browns versus Commanders, or anybody who talks about playing the Browns, you always got to run the ball. They're not good at stopping the run. They have Myles Garrett. He's a dog. He's a beast, but it's not really enough. Brian Robinson should have over 100 rushing yards. This is going to be a big day for Brian Robinson. I have him in my fantasy league. I got him starting as well. I recommend starting Brian Robinson if you have him, because this team, the Browns defense, they give up like 5 yards per carry. So we're running the ball against them, and I see us being very successful running the ball against them as well. So that should be it. Also, I want us running the ball like at least 30 attempts. Like last week, he had like 20 attempts. Brian Robinson ran the ball like 22 times. I want him to run at least 20, maybe 10 with Antonio Gibson. But we have to keep running the ball. I see Brian Robinson getting at least 100 yards this game. At least easily. Also, Carson Wentz, it'd be cool seeing him start front and center, more time to prepare and everything. But my 3 main things with him is mental toughness. I feel like good thing is home. Good thing this game is home. But Wentz could be a little soft at times, But like I need to see mental toughness. Don't let the opponent team get in your head. It's a home game, so it shouldn't be too many Brown game. Now, it should be too many Brown fans at this game get into his head, but just mental toughness. Like if you make a mistake next play, man, like don't cry and sob in the sideline. Don't put your head down. Like mental toughness, That's my main thing with Wednesday. I think like any Eagle fans will admit, like when it comes to mental toughness and Carson Wentz, it's just not there. Next, pocket awareness. I feel as though like there'd be times where maybe Wentz is like just not aware of how much time he's taking up, and he has to make a move or make a run for it, or maybe he might have to shift a little. But just pocket awareness, you already know these guys don't fuck with you. So don't give them a reason. You already know Wes Reiser might let this motherfucker go and just sack you, and you're playing against a Myles Garrett and whatnot. So you definitely gotta have to double team Myles Garrett. That's another tip I had. Double team Miles Garrett, like put Leno, a tight end, and a fullback on that guy. Like I want like at least two people on Miles Garrett every time because this guy can easily just loop around Wentz and have like a forced fumble or something, But pocket awareness, and last but not least, don't turn the ball over. Ball security, man. Just hang on to the ball. You're really just gonna be handing this ball out a lot. If you do pass, it's probably gonna be a play action, and somebody should be wide open. Go ahead and hit up your boy Jahan. Give it to Curtis, maybe Terrace, maybe Terry. But just hang on to the ball, man. Just ball security. Don't turn it over. Pocket awareness, mental toughness. Once if you do three things, we're gonna beat the Browns. Next, Scott Turner. You see, this is the guy that people ain't talking about. People keep on giving shit to Wentz and Taylor Heinicke. This guy is the real man selling it to me. For one, this might be a funny one, but like Scott Turner, I swear to God, do not call any read options, bro. With a 30-year-old quarterback, Carson Wentz. Like, you can't even get mad that they're doing a read option with Carson Wentz because that's coaching, but no read options. I can't believe that's a tip, but do not do a read option with Wentz. None of that. Stay committed to the run. Stay home with it. Run the ball. Run the ball like you were doing against the 49ers. Even though that shit wasn't working like that against the #1 rush defense. But run the ball like you were doing that against one of the worst rush defense. But run the ball. Run the ball. No read options. Double team Miles Garrett. I want to see because he concerns me. But I want to see how they neutralize him. But that's my main thing. Coaching, Wentz, and just run the ball. Run the ball. Defensively, it's really not much. I mean, it's a one-man show. Nick Chubb is a dog. He's one of the top 3 rushers in the NFL right now. The only ones above him is who is it? Josh Jacobs. Surprisingly, he's having a good season. And Derrick Henry. But Nick Chubb, yeah, he's right there above Saquon barely. They're going neck and neck trying to finish, but he's going to be top 5 by the end of the season. But we got to stabilize Nick Chubb. It's not going to be easy. It should be a lot easier. It's not going to be easy because it'll be easier compared to prior weeks because we got Chase Young coming back. So that front 7 is running at full force this weekend, So that's going to help out. Again, plus Chase Young, even during his better years, his rookie year, he did a lot better against the run than he did against the pass. And I know a lot of people don't know that, but he does do better against the run than the pass. So I'm not too worried about it, but Nick Chubb can run rampant. There's really, who did got receiver? Amari Cooper. I mean, he was doing something against us when he was on the Cowboys. I think about it, but I'm not really too worried about it. The Browns, they're not playing for anything. Let's not have a team like this, like just take away our hopes and dreams. They're just playing for pride. They're trying to see what they got with Deshaun Watson and just run it back next season. But let's not have a team that's not playing with any soul or anything like that take away our joy. That's my main thing. But that's my biggest key. I don't even have the key to neutralize Deshaun. Like, honestly, Deshaun is really just trying to figure out how to play football again because it's been so long. Again, I got us winning. For the score, I got us winning 17-10. I feel like there's going to be a few kicks here. Really good defensive game, but I got us winning 17-10 Commanders' way. Again, I don't think the Browns have enough to really, besides Nick Chubb, to really put up a problem against us, man. I know I'm sounding a little cocky. I mean, we only won 2. We're 2-1 our last 5 games, but I think we could beat the Browns at home. I think we'll win out at home. We need to if we want to make the playoffs. But hey, man, more to find out. We're really about to see what Wentz is made up. We're about to see what his team is made up because honestly, everything is do or die. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens, man. I'm going to be here again after this game to recap because right now we're approaching the playoffs. The season's almost over. If you're playing Fantasy League, this is the last week for Fantasy. Hope everyone's week and their league is doing well. Right now, I'm in a championship right now, so I need Brian Robinson to put up at least 20, 30 maybe. But yeah, that's my 2 cents about it, man. Hope you guys had a good holidays. Happy New Year. I'm going to see y'all again next year. Peace.